Today we'll be talking about mallard ducks. The first topic I'm going to be talking about is the basic overview of ducks. Mallard ducks can be found in any water source in the northern hemisphere. Male ducks are called drakes and female ducks are called hens. Their feathers are waterproof thanks to the oil that is produced by their tails, and mallard ducks live in small groups called flocks. The mallard mating season happens during the spring. The female can lay up to 12 eggs at a time, and shortly after hatching, the ducklings will open their eyes. Within a day, they will be able to play, swim, and get food on their own. The life cycle of a mallard includes nesting, brooding, post-breeding, molting, fall migration, wintering, spring migration, and pre-nesting. Mallard ducks build their nests in grass and mudland areas. Their nests are small compressions in the ground with grass and sticks for protection. They build their nest by other ducks because this is a survival tactic because predators find it harder to find a small group of mallards instead of mallards spread out across the whole field. Post-breeding is right after the ducklings are born. This is when they are still in the nest most of the time and they can't keep warm fully on their own. This requires the mom to stay close to them at all times, but if she doesn't keep herself healthy and she dies, then the ducklings might die too. So this requires a balance of self-time and duckling time by the mom. Molting is when a duck sheds or molts its feathers. This happens during the fall season, and this will leave them flightless for up to 2 weeks at a time. Their feathers that regrow in the fall will be just brown and not colorful, but in the springtime the males will molt again and they will regrow feathers that will be colorful that the females will be attracted to. In the fall migration, the mallard ducks will migrate south to their wintering spots. They go back and forth to the same spot every year, and we'll talk about how they can do this later in the talk. Mallard ducks' wintering spots include the southern Mississippi River and in central California. They go to these spots because they rarely run out of food. Most people think that mallard ducks migrate to get out of the cold, but the truth is they just migrate so they have enough food for the winter. While they are down in the wintering spots, they are just storing up on food for the long flight home. Mallard ducks migrate hundreds and even thousands of miles back to where they came from in the fall. Pre-nesting is the last part of mallard ducks' life. This is when they are choosing the nesting grounds. The females get to choose the nesting grounds, and they choose the nesting grounds based on where they were born. Male ducks just go wherever the females go. The next topic I'm going to be talking about is what a mallard duck looks like. A mallard duck is a large duck compared to most and have a tail that sticks up out of the water. Their wings are positioned more toward the back to help them have more control while flying. Male ducks have a bright green head with a yellow beak and a brown body all the way back to the tail where it is black. They also have a white underside. This is while females and ducklings are just brown with orange and brown beaks. All mallard ducks have a blue and white bordered patch on their wings. Mallard ducks are called dabbling ducks because they will tilt forward in the water and graze at the top of plants. Mallard ducks can act very tame in the wild, and people see mallard ducks all around in places including lakes, rivers, ponds, marshes, and along the coast. People also see them in their backyard and in duck ponds. Mallard ducks migrate back and forth to the same spot every year using two types of cues, visual and non-visual cues. The visual cues the ducks use is sun, stars, polarized light, and terrain, including coastline, mountain ranges, and rivers. The polarized light helps them to see the sun and stars, and the sun and stars helps them know what time of day they are traveling and where they are going. And the terrain helps them know what part of land they are flying over. The main non-visual cue ducks use is the Earth's magnetic field. If the magnetic field is interfered with, ducks will end up going the wrong direction. Scientists figure this out by putting a magnet on top of a duck's head and releasing it. The duck went the completely wrong direction even on a sunny day. The other non-visual cue ducks use is homing. Homing is when the duck is in an unfamiliar location and they and they want to get back to a familiar location. Scientists don't know how ducks can do this, but they just guess that ducks use a mix of the Earth's magnetic field and the sun and stars to help them know where they're going and where they were coming from. Ducklings need to imprint on a mother right after birth. If they don't imprint within 72 hours of hatching, the mallard duck cannot imprint at all. Mallard ducks will imprint on a mother that helps them teach and protect. That will teach them and protect them. Thank you for listening to my talk about mallard ducks.